Okay, everybody, it's time to start break. I know we started a little bit late, but you don't have to clap. Today we have a very special break. All the other breaks are going to be special, but today we start our first sophomore speech. So we practiced those claps right now and last week. So if I don't see every single one of you clapping, we're going to have issues, like personally. So the first person, before we start the sophomore speech, I think we have a few announcements. So let's get started with those.
We had so much going on last week, we missed one of the most important events, which was the dodgeball tournament, and here to tell us about that is Esme.
Okay, so today during lunch, it will be the 8th, 9th, and 12th grade versus 10 and 11 in the gym. And then tomorrow will be whoever wins against each other, and then whoever wins that will go against the faculty on Wednesday. So please go and support your classmates and please participate. Thank you.
We're fully into our winter sports season, and Mr. Bloom wants to talk to you a little about health and fitness and an opportunity to head out to the Pinnacles.
Morning, everybody. So I just want to give you some reminders for health and fitness. One thing is, who noticed in their email box yesterday or today the list for your winter health and fitness assignment? Okay. If you haven't noticed, please check your email box. It should be there. I just want to give you some reminders related to that. One is the meeting places for the different groups. If you are in hiking, the hiking group, which will be Tuesday, Thursday, they meet at the top of the stairs here, right at 3 o'clock. If you're in the Monday, Wednesday mixed sports group, they're going to be on the outdoor basketball court. Running, Dr. Hannah, Mr. Colby, where will they meet? Okay, they'll meet at the lower softball fields if you're in that group. And also, so the activity leaders will be there at that time, ready to take your attendance, and they submit it once like 3 o'clock rolls around. So please get to your health and fitness activities on time. It's really important that we know where everyone is during health and fitness activities. So please let your group leaders know if you anticipate being late or absent for any particular health and fitness session. Okay. Also, health and fitness activities are gonna last until 3:45, except for the running and mountain biking, which is with Mr. Propauser on Thursdays. And also, who's in the musical? Hands up. Yeah! All right, fall musical folks. Since technically your fall activity is the musical and it's continuing until Thanksgiving break, your winter health and fitness for musical folks will begin after Thanksgiving break. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, if you have signed up to take independent health and fitness for the winter and you haven't already gotten an independent health and fitness request form, please come see me. I can give them to you right after break so that you can get your form signed this week and get credit for that. Last thing, if you'd like to join me and some others for the Pinnacles hike this Saturday, please see me right after break and we'll get you sort of signed up and tell you about what our plan is. Thank you very much.
So if you would like to go explore not just the Pinnacles National Monument, but get out to San Francisco and see some beautiful art, Mr. Martin is here to talk to you about that opportunity.
So yeah, me and Mr. Bloom, he's everywhere, isn't he? We're going to take 2, maybe 3 vans to San Francisco on December 4th. We're going to go to MoMA, and I think with that ticket you can also go into the DeYoung Museum, so we're going to try and do both. Split in the middle with a wonderful lunch and one of those cool neighborhoods around Golden Gate Park. It's a really fun time. It's not for everybody because I know assessments are coming that following week, but if you have the time and you need a study break, we're gonna be gone that entire Saturday, and all you have to do is sign up with either Mr. Bloom or myself. If you sign, please, that's your word that you've checked it out and you're 90% sure that you can go. Thanks a lot.
From the world of important sports, an update on field hockey.
Exciting. After 5 excruciating years and 9 coin tosses, we've finally done it.
It was really monumental.
We won.
We won. The coin toss.
Playing Princess Anna in Frozen is our first sophomore speech presenter. Let's welcome Maria Elena Mejia Cabrera.
Memories are treasures. They fill our lives with joy and happiness. Though some might not be as pleasant, they tend to lead us back to what and whom we have lost. Time, too, is a treasure, to be held equally as dearly. My oldest memory of my Aunt Lise is when my family and I went to her house in Veracruz, Mexico for my 4th birthday. The kids would hit a piñata, play around, or go to the park as she and the other parents watched us or joined in the fun. She hosted my birthday and embraced us with open arms. A more recent memory I have of her is when I went to Mexico by myself for the first time. When I arrived, she embraced me in a long hug. Her smile was radiant, and I could feel the warmth of her love. We talked and prepared meals while my cousins played upstairs. She took me to parks and well-known places. We spent whole nights watching TV, eating, talking, and laughing. While we did these everyday small experiences, it felt like a grand adventure because of her enthusiasm and the way in which she lived in the moment. While we did all this, all I could think about was how happy I was to be with her and how lucky I was to have someone like her in my life. That's what all my visits with her were like. She's the kind of person who could make me smile from seeing her smile, who could flip my day simply by being with her, who could make me feel like life has so many wonders to bring. When I was 7 years old, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. We did not get to see her much at the time, but I vividly remember how she persisted. She wore scarves on her head with lively colors and always had a positive attitude. She was always smiling. Now that I look back at these days, I don't remember seeing cancer as such a dangerous thing since she never seemed to be in pain or to be suffering. About 4 years later, she was officially cancer-free. I could see a small but positive change in the dynamic of her family, and everyone seemed so happy. I got to see them more and build a stronger relationship with her, my uncle, and my cousins. She got better, and everything was going well, until a few months ago. I had just finished my dance class when I saw my mom crying on the phone. I quietly stepped into the car, stuffing my bag under my feet as usual. Then I heard it, a clue that something was not right. By the time she hung up, I knew what had happened. I felt my eyes water as I continued in shock. Lise had cancer. Again. She had survived cancer 8 years ago. This was not supposed to happen. She was supposed to be fine and safe and healthy, and now she was not. She would have to fight again, the battle for her life. She had already won. When Lise was diagnosed again, I realized how easily cancer could affect me and the people I love. For the first time, I felt that the time I had left with her was running out. We went to Mexico over the summer to see my family. It was something I had waited for 730 days, rather than the usual 365 since I was not able to go last year due to COVID-19. I watched my aunt begin the treatment she had endured once before. I watched as she grew stronger while becoming more fragile. Though she was in pain, her hope and love were always strong, and her faith and kindness filled our hearts. She apologized when she could no longer entertain us, but we reassured her that all we wanted was to see her. The last time I saw her, we gave her a bright, beautiful, delicate sunflower and took pictures with her as she sat up in bed. What I remember most from the visit is when she said, "You know what it feels like? It kind of feels like I'm being burnt from the inside out, and there's nothing I can do to stop the pain." She was always strong, and at that moment, I finally felt a sense of real torture and discomfort as I tried not to let the tears fall. This whole time, while I was trying to make up for lost time, she was suffering the most. On October 8th of this year, I was in my room watching Netflix on my bed and eating my hidden stash of Sour Patch Kids when I heard my mom crying. I could hear she was coming up the stairs and my dad asked what was wrong. I rushed out of my bed and into the dark hallway as I heard her voice. Lise died. I walked into the den, confirming what I had heard. My dad embraced us both with a hug. My mom reassured me that she got to say goodbye to her husband, children, and siblings, and peacefully went to sleep. As I rewrote the speech for the 20th time, my mom and little sister were in Mexico going to my aunt's funeral. It had only been a day since her death. Everything was so quick it felt like a distant dream. Though I was not able to go, I felt as if I was there with them the whole way. I wish she was still here, and that I could have so much more time with her. However, it feels selfish to think this because I know she was suffering too much, and now she's in a better place watching over us, waiting for us to join her. I guess I just wish I had the time I always imagined would never end. However, I could not ask for better moments with her than the ones I hold dearly in my memory. We never know if we have more time. Another day or another season. Another year or another hour. It should not take losing something or someone for us to realize the value of what we have. We need to enjoy what, and especially whom we have, while we have them, because even though we think once and again that there will be more time, thinking it does not make it true. Rather than thinking of the time I could have in the future, I try to use the time I have while I have it, to create great experiences with the people I love. These moments become a treasure of memories, like a treasure chest that only the person who holds has a key for. It's up to us to fill this chest with the richest of treasures. Thank you.
You did a beautiful job, Maria, and all the sophomores now have a really high bar that they have to come after you. But thank you for being so vulnerable, so sharing such a beautiful story with us. Thank you. But now that we've had such a great start to sophomore speeches, we can begin to start the rest of our day. So go to clubs and general, we will be meeting in the chapel.